The media took about 2 seconds of their time to kind of talk about how Donald Trump had, how awful it had been that he'd been attacked. But then instead of actually talking about their own rhetoric and what they've done that might have contributed towards that violence, they told Republicans that they needed to cool it. Watch this.
We're showing you this video on repeat because these events just happened. But we want to make clear that this is something we are reporting to you as a historic event as it unfolds. But we are very mindful that this kind of event can inspire violence. It can inspire retaliation. And we want no part of that, Sam.
Conservative violence. You mean like the violence that just happened on Donald Trump? They're talking about like this violence that the conservatives are going to come back with retribution instead of talking about how literally just now they're talking about this like hypothetical violence that could happen instead of literally the actual violent event that just happened to the former president of the United States and presumably the Republican nominee and, will be here in literally like a day. So, I mean, it's crazy that they would talk about it in that way. Again, it's nuts that the news, instead of just talking about what actually happened, they have to swing it back on conservatives and say that they're going to do something violent when they haven't done anything violent. By the way, all the violent things that have happened in the past 4 years, we're talking about congressional baseball shootings. I guess that was a little bit further, but the congressional baseball shooter, Democrat, hardcore lib, the billions and billions of dollars of Black Lives Matter people that are out there destroying property, the billions of dollars that they destroyed, all liberal media. It wasn't just broadcasting, though. It was a lot of written media as well. Check out these headlines from liberal media when the shooting happened. I'll just read some of them for those of you who aren't watching or listening. This is from the Washington Post. Trump escorted away after loud noises at Pennsylvania rally. NBC News. Secret Service rushes Trump off stage after popping noises heard at his Pennsylvania rally. Trump removed from stage by Secret Service after loud noises startle the former president. That's what it was. He was speaking and he heard some really loud noises. It startled him, so he asked the Secret Service to come and lead him off. That's what I got from that headline. And by the way, 90% of people don't actually read. They just see the headlines, and so the headlines really matter. ABC News continues and says Donald Trump escorted off stage by Secret Service during rally after loud noises ring out. It's not the bullets that ring out. It's the loud noises that ring out in the crowd. Newsweek, MAGA responds with outrage after Donald Trump injured at Pennsylvania. Was he injured at the Pennsylvania rally? Did he fall down? Did he scrape his elbow? No, the MAGA is responding with outrage because a man was sitting on a roof and shot at Donald Trump and almost hit him. And when I say almost, I mean like an inch. I'm not saying almost like 3 feet, which would still be almost, by the way. That'd be very close and scary. I'm talking about like an inch, like so almost that it actually ended up hitting him in the face, like right here. And then, of course, we have CNN finally that said Secret Service rushes Trump off stage after he falls at rally. Did Donald Trump fall, or did Secret Service jump on top of him and push him on the ground because he had been shot in the face? This is the media, you guys, that we're dealing with. It's such dishonesty. And here's the thing. I understand with breaking news, you have to be careful, right? You can't go out there and say something has happened when it hasn't happened because you don't want to inspire outrage or panic in someone, right? And again, you don't want to say something that's not true. I get that. I'm here with it. But the video of Donald Trump being shot, A, was out there so fast, and B, was so incredibly clear. It is so clear, and I did my video on this on Saturday when it happened with breaking news, so I'm not going to play the video again, but it's so clear that, whoa, he feels something whiz past him, and boom, gets hit in the ear, gets tackled. It's not that hard to report on it. They didn't know a lot of details, but for the headline, all they had to do was tell the truth. That's all the media had to do. The media cannot tell the truth. They don't know how to do it. They're not capable of it. It was so clearly gunshots, and clearly Trump was shot. But these headlines remained up for hours, by the way. They were eventually redacted and changed, which thank goodness they were, I guess. But why were they up for hours after the event? Why were they ever up? Just wait until you actually know what happened and then post it. And by the way, it wouldn't have cut into the reaction. Like, I understand they want to get things up as fast as possible. The video was out there immediately. Watch the video once. You know what happened. You know Donald Trump didn't fall off the stage, you freaking liar. They know that. So cut the BS. It's total crap. And then again, to turn around and say, Oh, and the reason, and by the way, even though Donald Trump was just shot, conservatives, you're really violent, so don't go hurt people. Please. This guy was not a conservative who shot Trump. He donated to Democrats and to liberal campaigns, and even though he was a registered Republican, chances are because he was in the swing state of Pennsylvania, he did what many people do there, which is become members of the Republican Party in order to influence their primaries. It was a huge strategy that happened in 2020. But in any case, this is the media and how it reacted to Trump. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please go down below, comment, like, and subscribe, and watch another video.